Good morning. Hey, do you remember figurative language? We talked about figurative language a while back. I want to review it with you today. And then I want you to take some notes on this and pay really close attention because I want to let you see some of these on a worksheet today. You're going to choose whether a sentence is a simile, a metaphor, a personification, alliteration, assonance, or sensory language. So you're going to choose those on your assignment today. So make sure you know what they are. So listen very closely. Figurative language. What is it? Figurative language creates a special effect or feeling or makes a point. This includes figures of speech that compare, exaggerate, or mean something different from what is expected. So let's look at these 6 for now. I want you to get these 6 down in your heads, okay? Simile, not a smile, but a simile, S-I-M-I-L-E. It's a comparison using things using like or as. I'm as happy as a clam. It's comparing how happy you are to how happy a clam is, and it uses as, so it's a simile. A metaphor compares two things by just saying something is something. It does not use like or as. A metaphor is a comparison of two things by saying one thing is another thing. You must be a walking encyclopedia to know all those facts. So saying somebody's as smart as an encyclopedia, but you can't say as smart as, because if you say as, it makes it a simile. So metaphor is just saying you are an encyclopedia. Personification gives human qualities or characteristics to an animal or object. So obviously the moon is just a satellite that goes around the earth, the satellite, natural satellite, right? The moon follows me when I walk at night. Can it really do that? No, the moon can't really follow you. That's personification, giving human qualities to an animal or an object. Alliteration. Alliterations like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, right? All the sounds or most of the words start with the same sound. Alliteration is defined as a sound device used to repeat the same consonant sound at the beginning of nearby words. So Sally sent Susan some samples of soup. I can't read this morning, apparently. Sally sent Susan some samples of soup. They all start with a S sound. Peter Piper picked a peck. She sells seashells. That's a tongue twister, isn't it? Assonance is a sound device used to repeat the same vowel sounds in nearby words. So this was the consonant sound at the beginning. Assonance is the vowel sound in the middle of the word. The cat ran past the man. So all these 4 words, 4 out of the 6 words, have that short A sound in them. So that's called assonance. Sensory language are words that appeal to the 5 senses. The summer breeze smelled like fresh cut grass. Can you smell that grass? It's fall breeze now. Now the fall breeze smells like crispy leaves. That would be a simile too, because we said it smells like something. Okay, figurative language. You're going to pick and choose which is which today in your assignment. If you need to come back to this, you can. Now let's talk about some, wrong screen, sorry. Let's talk about some multi-meaning words again today. We looked at some yesterday, but let's look at some more. Multiple meaning words are words that look the same and sound the same, but they may mean completely different things. The best way to tell which meaning is correct is by looking at the context or the surrounding words and sentences. Now again, our spelling words are similar. They're homophones. They sound just alike, but they're spelled different. So you'd have to do the same thing if you noticed on your spelling assignment yesterday and the spelling assignment you're going to do today. You have to read the sentence and use the context clues in the sentence to figure out which one of the homophones goes in the blank. Context clues help you figure out the meaning of an unfamiliar or multiple meaning words. In the sentence, do you like to bowl? You can tell that the context that bowl refers to the game of bowling and not to the round, deep dish you use to eat cereal. So There's two words spelled the same, bowl and bowl. You bowl with a bowling ball, or you eat your cereal in a bowl. You have to read the context clues to see which one it's talking about. Stable and stable. That shelf you just put up does not look stable. It means it looks like it's about to fall down. My uncle owns a stable where he keeps his horses. So it's kind of like a barn, a big building for horses to live in. Don't touch the handle of that pan without a pot holder. So that's the handle where you grab a pot or hold it, or pan and hold it. I can't handle doing more than one thing at a time. Can't handle it. It's not really something you can touch. It's just more than you can do. It's something you can do or not. So there's more multiple meaning words with context clues. Now, let's take a look at our vocabulary from our story that we read yesterday. I just love that story, didn't you? Blind Ambition, about the dog. And I left off one of the vocabulary words yesterday before we read the story as I was introducing it, so I'll make sure and cover comfort today. So the first word here is accepted. If you've accepted a situation, you understand that it can't be changed. So who accepted something in our story? Matthew said he accepted the fact that he was blind. It couldn't be changed. So accepted means you understand something that can't be changed. Obstacles, we talked about obstacle course. Looks like this gym teacher has his students running an obstacle course. Obstacles are objects that make it hard to get where you want to go. They've got to run through the tires. The obstacles that we read about in our story, the dog had to help Matthew around the obstacles so he wouldn't trip and fall. Command. If you do something on command, you do it because you were told to. It looks like that dog's being told to sit, and it is sitting. In our story, Matthew said he commands his dog to help him cross the street. Or he'll say walk or right, and the dog does what he wants it to do. He gives a command. Denying. We didn't do it, Mama. Denying means not believing that it's true. Who broke the window? We didn't do it. Have you ever denied something? And the last word. Oh, not the last word. Adapt. Adapt. If you adapt to something, you figure out how to deal with it. This man has to adapt to a very cold day, a very snowy day. He adapted by putting on some very warm clothes and a fuzzy hat. And comfort. I forgot this one yesterday. You comfort someone. You say or do the things that make the person feel better. That little girl looks sad. Maybe her boyfriend broke up with her or something. And her mom's giving her some comfort. And in the story, Matthew says his dog comforts him after he's had something bad that happened during the day. All right, well, what you need to do for me today, you need to do three things. Number one, I want you to go first and reread in your book, Blind Ambition. I want you to reread it because you've got a test on it tomorrow. So it starts on page 132 in your reading book and goes to 139. So number one, go read Blind Ambition. Number two, I want you to go and do the figurative language activity that's on your assignments for today. And number three, I've created another spelling practice page so you can practice those homophones for your spelling test tomorrow. Go get that done, and that's what you need to do for me for ELA today. Have a great day.